In 2024, we're going to find out how the universe began. We'll also find out how the first galaxies formed, and how some of our nearest neighbors in space came to be. And all of this is just the beginning because NASA's James Webb Space Telescope has so much more in store for us. Here are just 10 discoveries we can expect from this incredible piece of engineering in 2025. Number 10. The Birthplace of Stars. NASA recently announced that Webb will turn its attention towards one of the most mysterious stellar nurseries in the universe next year, the NGC 3324. This stellar nursery is located around 2,000 light-years away in the small Magellanic Cloud. It's an active star-forming region filled with baby stars. Scientists want to study this area because it is very similar to the area of the Eagle Nebula where the famous trapeze table was found. But what scientists really want to know is, why does star formation happen in these giant clouds of gas? To find out, Webb will observe NGC 3324 in infrared light and compare what it sees with models of how stars form. What scientists learn could change our understanding of how stars and planets form, which means that the data Webb collects here could help answer one of the biggest questions in astronomy. How did life begin? No. 9. First galaxies. If you want to understand how the universe works today, you have to go back to the beginning. The James Webb Telescope is going to take us back to the dawn of time to see the first galaxies ever. When the universe was only a few 100 million years old, the light from these galaxies was stretched by the expansion of the universe until it became infrared. That's the kind of light that Webb searches for. By looking deep into space, Webb will see these ancient galaxies. By studying them, we'll learn about how the universe evolved over billions of years. Number 8. A deeper look at dark energy. Scientists think that dark energy makes up 70% of the universe, but they don't know exactly what it is or where it came from. Webb will help solve this mystery by looking at distant supernovae. These exploding stars will help Webb measure how the universe is accelerating, expanding. This data will then allow scientists to study dark energy in greater detail than ever before. 7. Unmasking black holes. Supermassive black holes lurk at the center of most galaxies, including our own Milky Way, but astronomers still don't know how these giants form. Webb will look at the centers of galaxies to try to answer this question. By studying how light bends around these black holes, astronomers hope to learn more about their mass, their spin, and the strength of the magnetic fields around them. 6. Searching for life on WASP 39b. Astronomers have discovered thousands of exoplanets. But finding planets isn't enough. Now, we need to start looking for signs of life. Webb will make a search for life its top priority, and the first target will be the WASP 39b exoplanet. WASP 39b is a bit bigger than Earth and orbits a star 700 light-years away. Webb will analyze the planet's atmosphere to see if there are any signs of life there. Webb will be able to detect the presence of oxygen, carbon dioxide, and other gases in the planet's atmosphere, which could indicate the presence of life. In addition, Webb will be able to measure the temperature on the planet's surface, which could also be a sign of life. If Webb finds anything interesting on WASP 39b, scientists will follow up with further observations. 5. Seeing the unseen. One of the most exciting things about Webb is that it can see things that no other telescope can see. For example, Webb will be able to see the first galaxies that formed in the early universe. These galaxies are so far away that their light has been stretched by the expansion of the universe, and now appears in the infrared part of the spectrum. Webb will also be able to see things that are hidden from view, like the insides of dust clouds where stars are born. Webb will do this by using its infrared sensors to see through the dust. Webb will also be able to see things that are too faint for other telescopes to see, like the atmospheres of planets around other stars. By doing all of this, Webb will be able to unlock the secrets of the universe that have been hidden from us for billions of years. For an exoplanet safari. Webb is equipped with 4 instruments that will enable it to detect and characterize exoplanets. The transit method has been successful in discovering thousands of exoplanets, but it is not very precise. Webb will be able to measure the mass of exoplanets by observing the wobble in their parent star's light. It will also be able to determine the radius of exoplanets by observing how long it takes for them to pass in front of their parent star. With this information, Webb will be able to calculate the density of exoplanets, which will give us clues about what they are made of. Webb will also be able to detect the atmosphere of exoplanets and look for signs of life. No. 3. How did the moon form? The formation of the moon is still a mystery that scientists are trying to solve. The leading theory is that a Mars's planet called Theia crashed into the early Earth, and the debris from the collision eventually formed the moon. However, this is just a theory, and there is no evidence to support it. Webb will shed new light on the origin of the moon by analyzing samples from the moon's surface. The samples will contain material from the moon's mantle and core, which will allow scientists to study the moon's composition and formation. Webb will also be able to detect any organic molecules in the samples, which would provide evidence of life on the moon in the past. Number 2, the Pillars of Creation. One of the most iconic images ever taken by a space telescope is the Pillars of Creation in the Eagle Nebula. This image showed a region of active star formation, and it captured the imagination of people around the world. Webb will return to the Eagle Nebula and take a new, higher-resolution image of the Pillars of Creation. This will allow scientists to study the details of star formation in this region and learn more about how stars and planets form. Number 1, Regolith. Regolith is the layer of loose material that covers the surface of planets and other celestial bodies. It is an important part of the planetary system, and it plays an important role in the habitability of planets. Webb will study the regolith on the Moon, Mars, and other celestial bodies. This will allow scientists to learn more about the composition of these objects and their history. Regolith is thought to contain organic molecules, which would provide evidence of life on these planets in the past. Webb will be able to detect these molecules and help us understand how life may have originated on Earth and other planets. Webb will also be able to map the distribution of regolith on these planets, which will help us understand how they formed and evolved over time. Webb is a truly remarkable piece of engineering that has the potential to unlock the secrets of the universe. From discovering the first galaxies to searching for life on other planets, Webb will help us understand our place in the cosmos like never before. So keep your eyes on the skies in 2025 and beyond as Webb makes groundbreaking discoveries that will change our understanding of the universe forever. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment with your predictions for what the James Webb Telescope might find in 2025. Who knows? Maybe one of you will be right.